Hi, Misha here, and Seamus. Alrighty. I had my Swiss guns out for a video on the main channel, and I thought might as well do a little bit of a personal chat. Haven't done as many gun videos here lately. Just in case you are unawares, in no particular order, this is the SG553R. This is the LB, set up as a carbine, 7.62-39. This is the SG553 short barrel, SB, in 223. Sorry, it's kind of laying funny because it's on its brace. This is the SG551LB, long barrel, also in 223. This also has the NATO magwell lower. And then finally, the gun I was talking about a few months ago, the 550 or PE90. And, well, technically it's chambered for 5.6 GP90, but really 223, 556. I just thought I'd talk about why these are the Swiss guns I've opted for. Back in January, I kind of posted a video debating if I should keep this one or the JDI 550 SP import. I ultimately went with this one for a few reasons. Yes, it is an older SIG-made gun. That's kind of neat. Although really there are more of these in the US than the JDIs, if you want to be fair. But really I like that it had the earlier pattern of whale tail stock. It also has the earlier pattern of handguard with extra vent holes in the bottom. And because it was already used, although I think in good shape, it's not one you would worry about shooting or devaluing. So, went with it. Now we shot it, and of course no surprises. Now the 551 LB here, I really dislike this variant, this style. This is what Sig Sauer USA copied when they did the Sig 556. Unlike the SB, the barrel is plenty long, so you don't have to worry about putting on an extension or anything. It's perfectly legal as it is. And I just think the look is neat. Very few of these are in the USA, even fewer than the SBs. These came in all black with diopters. I added the NATO bayonet lug just to be different. And I also have the Stanag compatible lower. It's nice to have a Swiss gun that you can use standard mags in. And again, really just to be different. I have to say this is probably my favorite one just as a shooter. It's just that right size and weight. It's a little over 7.5 pounds, but it's still under 8 pounds. And, oh, she's about 35 inches, 36 inches long with the stock deployed. Pretty standard. The little 553, as I've said a few times, was kind of an accident. Originally I had ordered this a couple years ago. It was supposed to be an LB. They got everything else right. Green, steel lower, gray, rail. But they gave it a 8.9 inch short barrel instead of, so I can get my other gun out of the way here. Table needs to be like 1 foot longer. Oh well. They gave it the short barrel instead of the long. But JDI did have the 3-prong flash hider, so that's nice. And it's a reliable, fun little shooter. It works well as a little braced pistol. Last year I added this diopter rear sight, which obviously I can't use, but it's nice to have. I'm trying to get my sling out of the way. There we go. It's a lot like the standard Swiss sight, but clamps onto the rail. And the front sight that goes with it actually folds, which is nice to keep it out of the way. From what I understand, the Swiss military, if they use these, they actually keep these sights off the guns, and they come with a neat little carry case. And that way, if their optics go down and they need them, they just pop them on and flip this up. So, although this really wasn't what I wanted at first, I ended up with it, and I do like it. And the 553R here, my latest edition, it's kind of the same thing. I don't have an LB, or I didn't until this one. And Dave happened to find one while doing inventory, and I snapped it up. Didn't really like shooting it as a pistol that much, but decided we would give it a chance as a so-called carbine. And it was shockingly a lot more enjoyable. And since these have seen military use, it's legitimate. And it's nice to have a SG55 gun in a different caliber. Why not? Otherwise, if it was in 223, it would pretty much be the same as this, just with a slightly longer barrel. But being in the different caliber kind of makes it more interesting, if you know what I mean. More unique. And there aren't a whole lot in the country, so kind of nice. But yeah, I have these, so I can have, rifle length, carbine length, and then I was really just going to have one of the shorties. But I like the SB look, but then I like the LB look, and I've always had a hard time deciding with the 553 which I prefer. I mean, if you're only going to have one, it has to be this one, the classic. And while I do enjoy shooting it, the thing is nearly 40 inches long. It's 9 pounds, and it is a lot of weight up front. That's why I like the 551 more. But it still isn't compromising a whole lot. You're still getting good. And you have the barrel is 17.8, but that's counting the flash hider. Not counting the flash hider, it's just over 16 inches, which isn't bad for a 223. It's kind of the nice compromise there. It's also nice that pretty much these all use the same bolt parts, lower parts, pistol grips, triggers, buttstocks, magazines, charging handles. The only real difference is the gas system. Longer pistons, longer handguards, longer gas tubes. And of course the 553R does use quite a few different unique parts because it has to. I really can't say why I like the Swiss guns so much. I mean, they are excellent guns. Not only are they reliable, durable, and accurate, They're really durable. They were designed not to wear out, and you see that the parts are pretty big. They don't have overly complicated interiors. They're just very robust guns. And they are smooth, and they're very eye-catching. And it's just something that folks enjoy. And who knows how long we'll have these imports for, so kind of make hay while the sun shines. And like many people, I went through the whole trying to make a Sig Sauer 556 or even 551A1 into one of these. But in the end, by the time you do that, you can just buy one of these. Not that they're cheap, no, far from it. But take a Sig Sauer 556, which started off nearly $2,000, and at their lowest point were $1,000. Today they're right in the middle, $1,400 or so. By the time you put on Swiss furniture, Swiss sights, that's a big one, and maybe a few other Swiss parts, you're close to $3,000 anyway. And these are about $3,200, at least, you know. These, the PE90 types here, are kind of hard to pin down because they're pretty uncommon in the US. But I feel pretty good about deciding to go with this one and sell off my JDI. In a perfect world, we'd just keep everything, but bills have to be paid. And the only reason I was able to afford any of these was, you know, a lot of trading and saving up, and you know, you find a couple of good gun deals and then sell those off for a good profit, roll that into another gun, sell it off. I did really well with my 551A1 back when I had it. I rolled it over for over $2,000. Kind of made that as seed money towards Swiss, so on and so forth. But I thought I would just show kind of the state of the collection. Next week it could be different. One of these could get sold off. But I find them fun, good investments. There's never a shortage of people happy to buy Swiss, or for that matter German, or even a lot of times Italian firearms. That's about it, folks. Like I said, since these were out, I just thought I would talk about them. Feel free as always to comment below, and definitely check out the main page for more Swiss goodness. This is Misha, and I'll catch you very soon next time.